So you guys have a theme song now?
Yeah, that comes later. Unless we can sing now.
Like a little bit of like talking, and then we hit the play.
So yeah, this is part where we do bits.
Well, bits.
We go live, and Reggie Claus up there throws the wine down. Get it, Jules.
I have a bottle.
On our video, I always have such. Oh, did I find it?
Did you find it?
Finish it.
Not yet. Are we live?
We're live, and we're on the right Facebook and the YouTube.
We've done it. All right. Can I share?
Yeah, I hope so. There's 12 people watch, 13 people. That means
wow.
pouring in.
Put your clothes back on.
Oh my God.
I found us. Oh, we look good.
We do look good. You all look great.
There we go.
I can't figure out this lighting situation. We're gonna do that.
I don't know what you said. It looked good.
You look great.
Oh, what is okay?
Before?
What?
Nice. All right.
Thank you, Brian Smith.
Yes, queens. Oh, God save all the queens.
Oh, you can see them on their stream.
Yeah. Oh, I throw them up there. I know. Like, it's been a while since we've had you on.
I was like, oh, I'm not going to go on Facebook because it distracts me, but they're just start popping up.
You can switch it to private chat if you don't want to see it.
Yeah.
I don't. That might be a little too high tech for me.
See the word private chat? You click that.
That's right in the comments.
It's real high tech.
No, but the comments are just popping up on my screen
Go.
you guys.
Yeah, but right next to comments.
Oh.
Comments.
No, they're popping up like bubbles.
Oh, you're saying on the video.
The video. Because I can do.
I'm on my tablet.
This part.
So,
y'all.
Oh, hell, y'all.
Yeah.
All of your reigns extend to the south. That Debbie Willis Hamlin just acknowledges the reign of each great queen of England.
Oh, you said I was great.
Well,
Listen,
you were great, Haley.
Yeah, there's to prove it. We all had to sit there at Joust when you showed up that one year, and we'd all hear, Nate McCormick, Sir Balin, he gets a shield for all of his, faithful years of service to the Queen, and we all go, that has to mean Mary. Elizabeth's actively being coronated. You're talking about her sister.
Little me.
Everyone's just pouring in.
Yay!
Judith.
Oh, Judith.
That's not anyone I know.
Not even going to acknowledge your own dog on her gotcha day.
It is a gotcha. Everyone wish happy gotcha day to my dog Judith.
Nachmaka!
Happy
I find it just it's her gotcha day, and Josh had to leave on it, and then she barks, and you don't want to acknowledge her. This poor dog.
She has the best possible life. She was abandoned 1 year ago today. No, I guess she was probably abandoned earlier. She was abandoned 1 month and 3 weeks to the day in a Walmart.
While you still had her.
She meant before.
What did I say?
A year and 3 months and 2 weeks.
1 year, 3 months, 4 days, and 2 hours.
Sounds like you knew this was going to happen.
Sounds like you abandoned Judith only to find Judith again for your own narrative.
I'm going to put you in this Walmart, see if I can find you again.
You two couple. Come on.
Well, should we hit the theme song so we can get this started?
Hit it.
Can't wait.
Yeah, hit it. Here we. Oh God, where did it go? Oh, this is it.
The IT crowd.
And hello, everybody, and welcome to another fantastic Wednesday. Oh, let me turn off this overlay so that we don't.
No. Keep it. Ahead me with the logo.
No, welcome everybody to Improv Technology. I am Alex Sampoli, also known as the Lady Lilith Rose, and welcome to Queen Night, where we have managed to get They're calling me one of them, but really you're here for 5 amazing ladies who will be playing tonight, who have all been queen at the Pennsylvania fair. Don't want to say we're endorsed, and I don't want to get into a legal battle. But let's start it here. Core IT member and reigning monarch, you'll go head over heels for, oh, come on, why is it not going to work? Get her up in the middle. I want her there. It's there. Oh my God, that's fun. It's Alexis Amarante and Bolin.
Woo!
Head over heels. Get out of here.
Oh, okay.
Put your hands together for a lady with the best intentions. It's Mary Huff.
Best.
Yeah. Best. Get
She's
it.
played 2 queens and she's amazing at both. It's Jules Prater. These are not
Great intro.
I know. Listen. Name 3 times in a mirror and she'll kill ya. It's Haley Carlson.
It's not even
maybe.
saying Bloody Mary. It's just saying Haley Carlson.
It's Haley Carlson. It's Haley Carlson. And then it's the OG Megan Jones.
Yeah, baby.
That's me.
Tell you what, oh, you're up there for a while, Megan. I'm so sorry. There's a lot going on. Now I know why Jeff just sort of looks at us, and sometimes I'm not sure if he's enjoying the show. He's just it's a lot. There's like clicking and dragging. They don't make that easy at all. Thank you, ladies, all so much for joining us tonight. I'm super excited to have you all here.
I'm so excited to be here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. Well, let's.
I will say, when you said we have 5 queens here, I actively forgot to include myself on the count, and I was like, "There's only 4."
Oh, that's right. So the whole first of all, Katie Hope Noble, who is a core member of the IT group, was responsible for all of the wonderful ads you saw leading up into
So good.
beautiful spotlights on these talented ladies that we've got gathered here. All in the homage of 6 the musical, because there are 6 of us, and I wanted to throw this up real quick. But while she was doing that, I was doing this aggressive Photoshop job.
Yes.
Which will
They're
be
so good.
I think
It is good.
Facebook page at the end of tonight's show, so you can download it, use it as your header, backdrop on
Oh, I
your
might.
computer. It was
I think-
so good.
Mary's my favorite.
Yes.
Really? Oh man, I like Haley.
Well,
I don't know. They're all so good.
Mary's
All so
just
good.
fits so well.
I think the most
Yeah.
natural one is Jules. Like
Jules.
that's exactly
Yeah.
the eyes and everything.
It
Yeah.
blends well.
I don't know.
I think it's
I was
rough.
thinking that
Haley
ahead.
does look like she's entering a limbo contest she does not want to be in.
The one I will win.
Oh, I'm 100%.
I really enjoy how Alex lined up his hair with the
Yeah.
hair of
Yeah.
what I can
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Well, that's truthfully, that is what I mean. Aside from the fact that I had to make Catherine of Aragon and Anne Boleyn the 2 there, I spent the rest of the time going, how do our heads line up with the existing cast member?
It was so good.
They're
That's
good.
Oh, too good.
beautiful.
All right, let's see here. Our first game is going to be a game for all of them. It is going to be a all-play game. We are going to be playing a game we call 185. Now, 185, it is a quick wit game, and essentially, they will have been given the task of making the formulaic joke 185 blanks, walk into a bar, and the bartender says, I'm sorry, I don't have room to serve 185 blanks. And then the blanks say, punchline. It is a real knee slapper, but they're going to make it hysterical, enjoyable. Oh, well, maybe not Haley, because now she's looking
What
at it.
is it when you're the host? You have to say it's a real knee slapper.
Yes.
Like, does something happen to you?
Well, here's the thing. So it's because Jeff does it. There are certain intros that I hear in Jeff's voice. That is the formulaic way that he does it. Come and see whose Jess is it anyway, and it happens every single time.
Come and see
I
every
love that.
mansion show. Me and Alex literally mouth the words behind him and slap our knees in tandem.
And when we're up there, we do it. And I guess also, yeah, forgive me. I explain improv now like I am specifically talking to a room full of 90-year-old people who've never seen improv.
Probably the best.
It's
We
been
have
a
our first
while,
animal
so
sighting.
thank you.
We have our first animal sighting. Tale of News.
Sorry, she is very cuddly, which is nice, but she gets a little
Don't
annoying.
apologize for that.
So we're going to start with 185. And our first suggestion that we've got from our wonderful fan base is plunger.
Plunger.
5 plungers.
185 plungers walk into a bar. The bartender says, I can't serve 185 plungers. And the plungers are like, shit.
I know.
We could curse and
We're allowed to curse. We're allowed to say any curse word we want on the show.
Good to know.
Not any.
Yep. Any curse.
185 plungers walk into a bar. The bartender says, sorry, we can't serve 185 plungers. The plungers say, toy let us in.
185 plungers walk into a bar. The bartender says, I can't serve 185 plungers. And they're like, that really pisses us off.
Yeah.
185 plungers walk into a bar. Bartender says, I can't serve 185 plungers. And they say, could you bend the rules for us? And
Again,
Oh,
Yeah.
it's
185 plungers walk into a bar and the bartender says, I can't serve 185 plungers. And the plungers say, fine. Then we'll let it flood.
185 plungers walk into a bar. They had just gotten out of cabs that all drove away. And the bartender says, I can't serve 185 plungers. And the plungers say, but we're stuck here.
that was a Haley setup. I was
I
nervous.
missed the end, but I'm sure it was good.
It's great. It took down the house. Don't even worry.
We'll switch it up. This next suggestion is bananas. 185 bananas.
185 bananas walk into a bar. Bartender says, I can't serve 185 bananas. And they say, fine, I guess we'll peel off then.
Yeah.
185 bananas walk into the bar. The bartender says, I can't serve 185 bananas. The bananas are like, but aren't you glad we're not oranges?
Yeah.
185 bananas walk into a bar and the bartender says, I can't serve 185 bananas. And they say, this is a slippery situation.
185 bananas walk into a bar. It's pretty busy, so they get their name on the waiting list. The server comes out to call them, and they say, bandanas? And then the bananas say, haven't you heard the Gwen Stefani song?
Do it.
B-A-N-A-N-A-S. Bananas.
185 Gwen Stefani's walk into the bar.
I'm just going to do that.
I can't serve 185 Gwen Stefani's. And she says, that's bananas.
B-A-N-A-S.
I don't think I've ever until that moment heard someone angrily spell bananas before.
Get out more, buddy.
Look, it happens more than you think.
Get a life, Lilith.
You haven't lived.
It's funny that the drag queen is less familiar with bananas than most of us.
I'm not going. Wait, maybe I have one.
Just say the punchline.
You got to peel it from the other end.
Okay, that one I need a setup for that one.
No, I don't have one. Don't make me.
No.
185 bananas walk into a bar. The bartender lies. Says we don't have enough room for 185 bananas. Bananas?
T-A-M-A-M-A-S.
And the bananas say, I see a bunch of seats over there.
That was a good one.
Can you guys hear Newt?
No,
purring
Good.
but I wish
aggressively?
I could.
Is she purring?
She's purring so loud.
Oh,
Neat. Anywho.
All right. Let's finish this off with 185 Christmas ornaments.
Oh.
185 Christmas ornaments, walk into a bar, and the bartender says, I can't serve 185 Christmas ornaments here. And they said, man, you can't hang with us.
Nice.
185 Christmas ornaments walk into a bar. The bartender says, sorry, I don't have room for 185 ornaments. And the angry ornaments say, you'll be sorry.
Oh. 185 Christmas ornaments walk into a bar and the bartender says, I'm sorry, we can't serve 185 Christmas ornaments. We only sell pickles. And this one ornament says, I'm here. Didn't you see me?
Cute.
That's really cute.
185 Christmas ornaments walk into a bar and the bartender says, I cannot serve 185 Christmas ornaments. And then they decked him.
185 Christmas ornaments walked into a bar, and the bartender says, can't serve 185 Christmas ornaments here, and their spirits really dropped, and they all shattered.
Oh, sad.
Infant.
185 Christmas ornaments walk into the bar and they're belligerent and they're insisting on a table. And the bartender's like, please stop. Like, we cannot serve you. You got to get out. And they just keep pushing and they keep fighting. And the bartender's like, listen, I'm going to call my bouncer. And they don't listen. And then this cat comes out and just starts batting.
Yeah.
That's so cute.
The secure kitty? Darn.
Secure kitty. No, that's just like a
No,
So
if you
it's got-
say secure kitty,
security guard.
Security
I need a security guard, please.
Why are you Danish?
yeah,
Security. We need a security.
why do you always default to Swiss?
Who doesn't these days?
Oh, that's the T-shirt for the week, Alexis.
Default
Improv
to
technology. Why do you always default to Swiss? Well, I think on that, we're gonna switch out of here, and I feel like that's the hello. I'm here. You're all wonderful. That's
Thank
Yay.
you. You're wonderful too, Elizabeth. Hi.
Ooh. I know what this is about, Jules, but it does. If people don't know what you're currently doing right now, it does sound a little.
I mean, she did find her pickle ornament at work, didn't she?
Is it true that there's a pickle in every tree at work? Because
Is that real?
I will say no.
I've only seen one.
Because that's the thing. I asked somebody who put it all together, and they said there's only one, and they move it every weekend.
Oh.
But they
Oh.
told us that there was a pickle in every tree. I think to make sure that we looked at their decorations closely. Brilliant, and I will still continue to tell everybody that there's a pickle in every tree.
Just makes me frustrated. Sorry, I didn't mean to reveal.
Mary's
it's
character
not
does
bad.
yell at my character a lot
That's
about what
behind the
the pickle is, and I have to pretend that I know what I'm talking about. Because in the Christmas show we're doing, Mary and I are in the same cast, and my character supposedly decorated all of the 10 trees that are in the place that we work. And Mary's character will like get guests involved and be like, Rebecca, where's the pickle? And I'm like, it's definitely there. I definitely put it there. You just got to keep looking.
Gotta squint. Gotta look harder.
Yeah.
We continuously thought it was in the marshmallow and the hot chocolate tree, and it very well could be. We can't find it. We can't see it.
I would also wager that I don't think it's actively being moved, but I did.
Yeah.
Also,
No, it
Only
is.
the pickle knows.
One weekend I found it in one tree. This weekend I found it in a different tree. So I think it'll move when open house happens.
Mm.
Okay.
Mm.
Well, aside from if the pickle's been moved or not, we did ask this week, or I did ask for people to submit some questions. I figured in between games they could get a little bit of questions answered from the queens, because we've never had all 5 of you gathered in this capacity.
I've
as
never even
yourselves.
met you guys.
I feel
Yeah.
like not in this capacity. We have all been, I think, on cast together though at once.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
But
At least
before
once.
sometimes before your reigns had happened. So
Yeah, that's true.
one
No.
of the questions that came through.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was queen first. No. Sorry. It's after
Shake
my
your butt, Megan, be like, what was the hardest thing to adjust to as queen?
Let's go in order of like reign. So Megan, go first, and then
Anybody can.
Yeah.
I didn't know what the Renaissance Fair was. So that was hard. I didn't know. People kept being like, "It's gonna be hard," and then you're not gonna know how to do it till it happens. And I was like, "Cool." Then I'll just wait and see what happens.
that's great prep.
But I had good partners, though.
Mhm.
That was probably mine.
Is that me?
I would say not opening my. Oh wait, order of actual rain or like fair rain?
Either or, whatever you want.
Wouldn't
Alexis, you go.
I would be next, technically.
Yes.
Yeah. My hardest thing to adjust to as queen was I didn't realize how many people would want to stop and take pictures. Like I know all of the full season queens are always like, oh my God, like all I do is take pictures all day. And I was like, oh, like it can't be that bad. It's that bad. You don't go anywhere.
Yeah.
Well, for half the day I got to pretend I wasn't a queen. And that was also kind of hard. I was like Haley's handmaid, which was also hard. So we had a blast.
Respect to anyone who was ever on court and was
Mhm.
like a lady in waiting, because they are literally, they keep us together.
Mhm.
Then it would have been
Haley.
yeah.
Yeah.
Going to the bathroom.
Oh
Yeah.
shit.
Oh yeah.
I will say the Henrician dresses versus the Elizabethan dresses are a little easier to go in.
Yeah, that bum roll.
No damn bum roll. But
Yeah, I can imagine.
going to the bathroom was an adjustment.
Is it
Henry
TMI? Did you pee forward? Like, did you just sit like other way? I would sit the other way personally.
No,
If I had a bum.
just didn't go to the bathroom.
No.
Respect.
I can attest to that because there were times where Jules at the end of the day would like go down either to the corset or the corset would be released and she'd look mad-eyed across it like me and Dana be like, I've gotta go! And then just
Yes.
like the park would be clear and there's Lizzie tearing down the way and corset.
Release of a corset releases your urine. A lot of information. It's like
Actually, Megan told me the funniest thing ever before I went into the hoop skirt. She was like, you can fart in here and no one will know.
Yeah. That's true.
She said
You
it all
can
the
do a
time.
lot
She was
in
like,
the
you'll
hoop
hold
skirt.
it and then you can like prop dust people. You just lift
you just lose your butt and it looshes the fart out casually.
Oh,
Casually.
no. Mary, what about you?
It was hard not to open my own doors
Oh,
because
yeah.
you couldn't go anywhere. Sometimes I would be stuck in the globe
Mhm.
waiting for someone to open a door for me. You're a queen, but like, geez, come on.
Somewhere Mary is still waiting for someone to open the door.
No, this year when I was Tank, I was like, watch me open all these doors.
Yeah, that was a pretty hard adjustment. I would say probably saying no to people would be my adjustment.
Mm.
Because I would want to take pictures with everybody and make sure everybody got a picture. This is not a humble self brag, but it was funny because Dana called me Misha because there's this video of Misha Collins' security man saying like, no, you can't take a picture with them. And then Misha would be like, and literally picked him up and like moved him out of the way to go take a picture with this fan. And so now then she started calling me Misha whenever we had like people stay after to take pictures. And it was really nice. Like I like taking pictures with people, but that was the adjustment.
At the end of the day, I think it's different when y'all gotta travel somewhere because Lord, it's like watching just like Mickey Mouse get stopped. Haley, what was your hardest part to adjust?
I said bathroom.
Oh, that's right. You started the whole bathroom. I just wanted to make sure.
I always start the bathroom train.
Always.
Haley and I we lived in the barn that year and we would trek up together and like we would really just go to take bathroom breaks, but it would take a half hour between like I'd be in there for 15 minutes and then she'd be in there for 15 minutes just to pee. Like
Can't poop in that thing.
it was a labor.
Sometimes when I was the queen, I would just sit on the toilet because no one could follow me in there.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was like a moment to myself. Like no one, even if someone was in the stall next to me and we talked for a moment, it's like I could just sit for a sec.
Best bathrooms on Shire. Go.
Ooh,
For
I
the
never go on
queens.
Shire.
the pickle sack.
Yeah.
was
I'm
my
a pickle.
personal-
Pretty
It was like a little private. Like the pickle
Yeah.
people were lovely, so you could say hi,
Yeah.
and there was no line.
That one by Mac and Cheese was so small, and it was like there was like something on the ground that like was raised, and you couldn't see it when you had a hoop skirt on. So I would always like trip like in this tiny bathroom.
Mhm.
It was awful.
That's where
Well, pick
Andrew and
one, I
Ellen
agree.
lived my 1 year, and so it was like their bathroom, and so I was like, "This is my best friend's bathroom." Just use it all the time.
And here's us spilling all the secrets about the secret bathrooms that no one else uses.
No one-
I can't
Hey, you
imagine
gotta get through gates, and no one can open doors. So
too many people aren't clamoring to get to the bathroom behind Macbeth's mag.
It's not
Weird, so.
glamorous, that's for sure.
it's not. No, it's really gross.
It feels weird, but the handicap bathrooms were the easiest ones to go in. So any handicap
yeah.
bathroom is so much easier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta lift everything over you. It was like we needed one of those things. You know, they sell those now where you have like a little, almost like a petticoat underneath that you drawstring up over everything.
That's
And
cool.
A tree skirt, like when the tree is dead, you pick up the.
Yeah, like you lay it on the it's like under as another skirt, and you find it and you just lift it over you and you drawstring it so that it is like up here, and then you
And then they're like scooped by your face so you can see.
Yeah.
Oh,
But then you scoop it under here, so it's everything is like tied in a big like inner tube around you,
Oh yeah,
and
there
then you can do your business. And
This is also. We're having a big conversation about bathrooms. This is literally we're halfway through the show.
well,
I
the question we were answering.
The hardest thing to adjust to. I also
Oh,
have
yeah.
short little arms, so like getting my arms down there with a corset on is real tough.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just say it.
Well, this will be easy to
Mary Sheffield, are you
time.
kidding me?
So the next one we're going to play a game called 357 because we took so long answering questions. We're going to keep it short with the words you can say. This is going to be a game for 3 of our wonderful queens. This is going to be a game for Mary, Megan, and Alexis. So, Haley and and Jules are going to be able to take a break. And the 3 of you are going to be playing 357. In this game, one of them can only speak in 3-word sentences. One of them can only speak in 5-word sentences. And one of them, I have yet to determine how many words they can speak in. So in the chat real quick, before I give them their prompt and start this, drop your favorite like sensical number. Don't get crazy. I don't want to, ruin them. So yeah, whatever you're feeling in this moment. But the suggestion for the scene that's going to happen while they start to drop numbers is, I think, perfect for the 3 of you. It's a cat cafe or a cat fe, as our suggestion poster gave.
Little Newt's gone. Dang it.
Cat fe, if you will.
I will.
I'm setting up my office, don't mind the boxes, but there's my cat.
Morse.
Yeah.
Morse.
Oh, yeah, you all got beautiful ones.
Oh,
And,
you're sleeping outside. Newt.
For this game, Megan can only speak in 3-word sentences.
Perfect. That's how long I ruled. So
Yeet. Mary can speak in 5-word sentences.
God damn it.
Or do you want?
No. Let's go. Let's go.
Well, okay. All right. Fine. And Alexis can only speak, and they've been very modest. Alexis can only speak in 14-word sentences.
Megan.
She did say 69, but I did not choose chaos in this moment.
you're talking about me, Megan?
Actually,
Yes.
let's do
I'm
this.
trying to wrangle my cat.
Scratch that. You can speak in 26-word sentences because that's how many people are watching the stream right now.
Oh, there you go.
My screen says 21, but
Now it says 27. I can go higher.
Oh no!
Well, there must be people that you're friends with that I'm not, because right when you said 27, mine went to 22. So 5 people have blocked me.
Well, it's also on the YouTube and possibly a Twitch stream, so maybe it's spread out. So I'm going to see myself out of here. Megan in 3 words, Mary in 5, Alexis in 26. And again, your suggestion is cat fe.
I lost it.
How did you lose it?
I don't know.
Wait, so you're telling me that we came here to enjoy ourselves and pet some cats. You brought your own cat. Now it's gone? What the?
All look same.
I loved that little guy.
Wait. You're talking like he's dead. He's not dead. I don't think he is. Please stop making that face. Okay, we just have to look.
He likes whispers.
Well, let's whisper then now.
Okay. Let's whisper. This cat cafe is actually pretty empty. I don't see any other cats, so we should find him pretty easily, I would think.
Here, kitty.
Could he have escaped outside?
He runs often.
Why did you bring him here if he runs and we have to whisper? No one else here is whispering. This feels pointless to me, pal.
You're the only one. You're the only one.
So I was the only one whispering. This cat cafe is void of cats. Oh no. What if by cat cafe they meant they eat cats?
Oh no, stop.
I ordered a pie earlier.
And that's the game.
I'm so sorry.
That was dark.
Oh.
That was dark.
He likes whispers.
If Jules can hear me, you have to reconnect your camera. Oh, there she is.
I ordered a pie earlier.
I watched Megan go from enjoying that to hating that in real time so fast.
And
She
that's
made
on
me
Improv.
whisper, and then no one else whispered.
I really wanted you to whisper, so I'm glad that happened.
Oh, well done, everyone. That was a good
That's
scene.
very good.
Ooh, well done.
And if you are enjoying bringing all of these lovely ladies together and the work that they are doing, the Venmo for the IT crowd is open at the IT crowd. We always talk about how this money goes to improve everything we have in general maintenance, and it does. It helps pay for the StreamYard subscriptions, all of that. But our ultimate goal is that one day all of us look like Mary Huff. Please take to see how beautiful this setup is, and one day we all too could look like professional Twitch streamers if enough of us
We all
band
look
together.
so bad in comparison.
Yes,
Oh,
and we sound bad too.
Yeah.
It is Mary's show, and the rest of us are just kind of around and just.
With her
Brian-
butter voice.
Brian texted me and said I was too loud, so I turned it.
Oh no, we all want you to be a louder. You're perfect.
Well, I speak so quietly, so I think it's good. I can just.
It's like
She
a
already
very
speaks in
ASMR.
whispers.
Yeah.
It's very ASMR.
It's beautiful. It's working for me, that's for sure.
The sound we all wish we had at fair.
Yeah. Oh, here's a fun. No, never mind. I was gonna say here's a fun anecdote from our reigns as queen, Haley and I, but it's inappropriate.
Mm.
It's not that.
Oh no,
inappropriate.
don't say that one.
The one about Michael?
Yeah, don't.
Okay.
Thank you. Should we play another game, or do we have time for another
There's so
anecdote?
many Michaels at fair.
Oh,
No
we
idea.
have questions. Do we have questions?
Let's go ahead and we do have. I wrote down every question they've asked, but let's go ahead and we'll keep this ball rolling. We'll play another game.
Let's do it.
So this next game we are going to play a improv technology favorite and a favorite of one of our queens, asked for by Jules. We are going to be playing 90-Second Detective. Rarely ever happens in 90 seconds. This game is going to be Haley, Jules, Mary, and Alexis. So Megan, we're going to give you a moment so that you can
I need a drink.
that the cat cafe serves actual cats.
Joe Germano said, "Attend the tail." I just want to say that.
Very
And that's
funny.
amazing.
That would be the pie shop across the way.
Attend
It's
the
sung
tail.
about in the song.
It's hilarious.
So this the 90-Second Detective is a guessing game, which by the name they have to be able to complete 90 seconds. But it's improv technology, and rarely does that happen. They are going to be, one of them will start off with the location of a murder, the occupation of the murderer, and the weapon that they used. And this is all based off of suggestions I got from our suggestion post that was posted earlier in the week. So thank you for what's about to happen.
Ew.
Well, I kind of like to make sure that they know that what's happening is their fault.
You don't call him out like Jeff, though.
What?
You don't call him out like Jeff, though.
I want to keep them coming back. I don't want them to leave forever. I want them. I want it to be ambiguous. They don't need the hate mail. If someone is to go to Facebook and like, your suggestion was dumb and they looked foolish because of you.
You look foolish all the time.
All right. Who wants to kick this off? Who wants to actually? Oh, and that's the last thing I said. The way to get them to guess is they're only going to be able to use gibberish and charades. So that'll be even more fun. So who wants to be the one that gets the information first? Jules?
Oh, Jules,
No,
you go.
Mary
Jules, you
raised
go.
her hand first.
Well,
You can go, Mary. That's fine.
I can go second. It's okay.
Okay.
yeah,
let's
make
do
sure
it. Jules, you go first.
Okay, Jules goes first. Mary's going to go second, and then
We'll
I'll
really drag down the end.
So I'm going to send.
Look, I'm sorry. Haley at the end is. The
Yeah,
funniest
let's
thing I
pick
ever see.
the core members at the end because we're historically
Mary,
so.
Alexis, Haley.
Okay. So I have to turn up. Do I turn up my sound?
Yeah, go ahead, and I'm going to remove everybody but Jules from the stream. Everyone else just mute so you can't hear us.
Yeah, you got to put your sound down. It's
Oh, get shit.
Nice. All right. So, Jules,
Yes.
the location of the impending murder is a pumpkin patch. I know.
Great.
Orange. A little orange.
Orange.
It's a pumpkin patch.
Okay.
The occupation of the murderer is circus clown.
Okay.
And the weapon used, the unconventional weapon used, condom.
All right, hang on. I'm gonna write these down because I am.
Yeah, no, please take your time. We'll leave him in
I
limbo
will
for a
not.
little bit. I can see it. Like Alexis is texting.
Mhm.
Megan has left because she's not playing. Mary and Mary not Huff are just staring.
Last one. What was the last one? Condom. How do I forget? How could I forget? All right. I'm ready.
All right, are you ready? I'm gonna take myself out. And
Wait. Okay. Final question. Can I
Yep.
hum music?
Sure.
Okay.
Yep.
Great.
All right, I'm gonna take myself out, and when I bring in Mary, the timer will start.
Yes. Okay.
Oh, man.
Oh, I had Ah, oh, I had a bit meh. I had a bit. What did you do? How did it? What? I did who did you do? I did what did you who did you do? But I did a boo. I had a her. Acoustic good. But it good. Wheel. I did. Wheel. I did. Oh no. Hey, you with it. We got the so we there? What are we here?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Ba-da-da? Ba-da-da-da? Da-da?
Ooh.
Da-da. Ooh, da-da. Ah, da-da. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Da-da. Ba-da-da? Da-da-da-da.
Hada, itici biti, hadi bak.
Da-da?
Büyük,
Ah!
hadi baba, hadi oh, ho, hadi. Hadi bak. Hadi. Hadi baba.
Oh! Da-da. Oh! Da-da-da-da-da. Ba. Da. Da. Ooh! Da-da-da. 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 Oh! Da-da-da. I will. Da-da. Oh! Da-da. Oh! Da. Da. Da-da-da. Ah!
Beep 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 beep.
Ah! Adaba. Oh, think. Ooh. Ba-da-da. Adaba. Adaba. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da. Da-da-da. Oh. 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 Ah. Oh. Ah. Da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da. Oh. Oh. Nice. Oh. I mean. Da-da-da. Oh. Ooh. Huh. Ba. Oh! Frink! Frink! Na 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 na. Ah! Ooh!
Okay. Skabada. Skadabada.
Uh-huh.
Ah.
Uh-huh.
Ba. Skadabada. Skada.
Da-da-da. Um. Oh, the
It's Skabada. Skadada.
The ooh whoosh oh ooh ooh da 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 da.
Scott.
No. Ooh.
Honk honk.
Uh-huh.
Ah, Scott.
The and oh Bow, 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 bow. A bear? Psst. Think?
Stop. Stop.
Ah!
I only know one of these. Why do you look like an orphan? Okay.
Oh God.
Let's go.
Skabadaba. No.
Ska.
Skabadaba.
Oh, woo!
Ska. Ska. Ooh. Skabada.
Ngabada babada. Boo boo.
Ska.
Okay.
Okay. Honk honk. Skabada gada.
Uh-huh.
Honk honk.
Walking Moo.
No.
Oh. Oh wait. I was like, whoa, whoa.
Nah.
Scaffata.
That's
What's ski?
Skada.
Okay. Ska. Uh-huh.
That's it.
Oh, and that's the game.
No.
No.
Oh my
Looking
god.
up.
Oh my.
Like 10 minutes.
That game.
Jules going.
That was hard.
Still Jules and Mary going on the very first step. And then I looked up again and it was still there. What did it be? What is this?
So, do you want to take a guess as to how long that actually took?
Oh,
5 minutes.
10, 12 minutes.
90 seconds.
90 seconds.
9
I think we beat
minutes
the record.
and 9 minutes and 22 seconds.
Wow.
Listen, none
There's
of us,
a 9 in there.
there's only like 2 of us that were alive at the same time as the other ones, so there's a
That's
big
true. You gotta
communication
talk
gap.
through. Yeah, no, it's a generational thing. That's why the communication was. So,
All right, let's do it.
Haley,
Okay.
start with Haley.
Uh-huh.
What was the murder weapon?
Why are we starting there?
Don't wait backwards?
No,
Or do you
okay.
want to start with location?
Yeah.
Okay, where was the murder location?
Haunted whorehouse.
Horse?
Not a horror house. A horror house.
Alexis, where was
haunted prom dress store.
Mary?
Okay, I realized what it was as I was acting it out to Alexis.
Okay.
A pumpkin patch?
Yeah!
Woo!
Yeah! Oh, I am personally so glad about that one because I watched Jules try to go away to mime pumpkin for a good while, and it was
Wait, it's a hard one.
all of like
And then I was
basic white girl Autumn trying
Yes.
to get pumpkin patch.
You were
Mm-hmm.
stoked once you had the PSL. You were like ready in it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I see.
Oh,
Yes.
that's so good. All right,
And then watching you realize it was beautiful.
Haley, what was the occupation of the murderer?
Clown.
Yeah,
Wow.
Oh,
clown. Yes, very
God.
good. And what was the weapon?
Let's say Elsa's gloves from Frozen.
Alexis?
I'm gonna go with dismembered magician's hand.
Mary?
The murder weapon was a condom.
Yeah!
Was that what the sparkly tip was?
I don't think it was. I think it was to indicate like
Like
Man.
the
Magic?
the
Keep the magic.
I think we nailed it.
I think so.
Oh,
Yeah.
my
That was great.
gosh. Oh Lord!
No
I
time for your
really. Terry Sheffield coming in.
Boobs.
Boo.
What made it so sexy, Alexis? Like, didn't you do a sexy thing with the? It was like boo, and then you were like, ooh.
That's
You
just
were
how I
doing
am.
the scarf that I
Why
did.
is-
Sorry, that was just you. Your natural soldier tone.
No, it was the scarf. It was the. That's why I
Oh,
was
got
real
it.
stuck up on the dressing up part.
Got it.
Well, at first, when I started describing it to you, I thought it was like a Spirit Halloween store or something,
Oh, that explains
or like a gift shop.
Thought there was some like construction in there. and-
Those two. A Spirit Halloween gift shop.
Yeah.
All right. Well, moving along, just because we've got still two more, and I do have at least one big question that I do want to ask when I've got you all here gathered. So we're gonna move on to our next game. Our next game is a wonderful game called YouTube Channels. And this game is going to be a game for Jules, Haley, and Megan. So Alexis and Mary get to take a break.
Peace out.
Bye.
Hey.
All right. Now, in this game, each one of these lovely, lovely ladies is going to be gifted a prompt for their own YouTube channel. And again, these are made entirely off of the suggestions we got from the suggestion post. And so I just want to thank everyone again. I apologize. I'm not as good as some of the other hosts, and I did not write everyone's name down. So it is a very big thank you to everybody. There were 20 comments. I do know that there were 20 people who commented. So I thank you so much. If you're watching and you didn't suggest anything, next time the suggestion post comes out, throw something in there, and we'll do humor specifically catered to you if you feel left. But all right, so you're all going to be doing this. I'll let you all hear whatever. I'll kick you out as I give you your prompt. So we'll start first. Jules,
Yes.
your YouTube channel is Big Bird Who's Taken Up Axe Throwing.
Okay.
All right?
Yeah.
Okay. Let you go have a moment. Megan Jones,
Yeah.
your prompt is Judgmental Church Lady Looking at the Neighborhood Christmas Lights.
Oh. Okay.
So you're playing Jonathan Handley. All right. And Haley,
Mm-hmm.
yours, I have two written down here, and you can just tell me A or B. I'm not going to tell you what they are before you give me your letter. Yours were based off of actual junk mail, email things that people get, the subject line. So just say A or B.
B.
Oh, you have chosen it, and I will show you my piece of paper that shows you have. Your YouTube channel prompt is a Nana who's trying to get someone to subscribe to their OnlyFans.
Okay.
Okay? All right. So I've given them some time to prep. They're also actively getting ready. Some of them aren't near the computer, so I'll give them one more second. Again, thank you all so much for joining us tonight. We really do appreciate it. We've been doing this now for a considerable amount of time, and we love doing it every week. So if you are enjoying it, I will throw this out again. There is, if you find yourself in the position, our Venmo is available at the IT Crowd. This goes to all of our guests, a little kicks back to us, and then it keeps the general maintenance of everything that we've got going on. We've got everybody running behind the scenes, so we really do appreciate it. Thank you from the bottom of our hearts if you're able to. That is available. And now I will get rid of that. And let's see. I think they're all back yet. I'm still one of them has left still. Maybe they're hiding. So we're just going to start scanning YouTube for some interesting YouTube channels. Oh, there they are. They're back. And here we go.
Hi, I'm Big Bird, and I gotta tell you, there's something that really helps me to really harness my anger. You know, sometimes when you're out there living in the world, even on a certain street that everybody loves, you get filled with rage. So here we have this axe. It looks like a sword. It's not. It's definitely an axe. And I'm going to show you the actual appropriate form. So when you take it, you just stand like this, one foot in front of the other, and you just enough of that though, because no one likes your form. Just throw it how you want. As long as you do it with purpose and with rage, it's gonna be fine and you'll hit the arrow. Oh, I just realized I have my protective eyewear on. You know, it is nice and you should wear protective eyewear all the time. But I tell you what, some of my friends are here. I didn't realize they were here. So hold on, let me just bullseye, right in the bullseye. Because you know I never miss. Big Bird never misses. Remember that when you piss me off.
Is this thing recording? All right. My date, December 1st, 2020. It is the first of the month of His Holy Spirit. And do you know, my neighbors have nothing up. No decorations, no lights, not even a baby Jesus on the front. How will we know? How are we going to tell the children that our Savior was born if they can't go down the street and see the beautiful lights of Christmas? I mean, is it even happening? We wake up, we go to church. Every day should be Sunday. Every day should be shining. He is born. He is risen. My God. Do we need to start at the beginning? Because I think we might. A moment, please. Let me get my books. I'll tell you what happens. Jesus is born. And this, I say we must give gifts to the people, and the gifts are beautiful lights. They're beautiful lights, and if I can't see the beautiful lights, what's the point of Christmas? Because I don't have anyone bringing me presents. Are you bringing me presents, YouTube? I don't think you are. I'm not giving myself. You know what I should do? Give myself a gift. YouTube, would you like to see me decorate my neighbor's lawn? I could put a baby Jesus. I've got a few in my backyard. And I don't think anyone's using those. No, I do not think anyone is. And you know, the best thing to see on December 1st is the baby Jesus. Then you have 25 days to see him. And then after that, if you're a true Christian, you keep him up for 25 days after that. And 25 days after that, and you know, for me personally, Christmas is all year round. I just keep the decorations up. I just light them for half the year, and I keep them unlit for the other. You know what we should really do is we should do a tutorial. Now, when you go outside your house, some people, like my other neighbors, some people have their Christmas lights up immediately, and they do not look good. They've got these colorful lights. They've got these white lights. What are we doing here? Let's pick a theme, all right? We don't need colorful lights and white lights. That's just a bit of chaos.
Oh, hello. Hello, Facebook. It's Granny Marie. I'm back streaming live. Gilcrest High School class of 22. Whoop, whoop. Now, some of you, my close friends and confidants, may know Marty is diabetic and the medications are astronomical. And as such, I have a simple request in this Yuletide season. Subscribe to my channel. You may be thinking, Granny Marie, where do you find the time? I'm retired, child. Here's a little sneak peek. Where'd this ribbon come from? Find that out on more on my sex channel. Marty's not well. Marty's not well at all. Peace to you and yours. Remember to watch. Oh, the days change. And remember the time of those you love. And remember, subscribe to my sex channel.
Big Bird, you're muted.
My beak. She was a seconded. This is also my bow. I don't know if you know this, but axing and bowing are very similar. Yeah, axing and bowing. You have to, it's a lot of strength and a lot of focus to try and hit a very tiny target. And I'm not saying that target is always red and says, "Hi, I'm Elmo," but sometimes it does. So, yeah, that there too. Now, I also want to talk about Doomsday because, Doomsday might be upon us. And even though I'm Big Bird and I'm on a very famous street, someday I dream of moving away. Someday.
Now, if we're looking at lights specifically, you can go through every individual light bulb and you can see where perhaps the problem has started. And in that case, you should go into the box that you have obviously kept because you are a Christmas connoisseur, and you go to your box and you find an extra little light. So you go by, so this one, that's a good one. And this next one, that's another good one. As you see, my strand keeps going and going. But look at this. Look at this. Do you see this one? That's a sad Christmas light. That is a sad. Look how sad that Christmas light is. It's the saddest Christmas light I've ever seen. And now in this instance, we would unplug the light and you go to your box. Of course, my box is downstairs. We could go see it. But first, we're going to go through the rest of the strand. So you see, everyone is very special and they each represent something different for Christmas. All right, we've got this pink one. Pink, like a fresh baby's bottom.
Now, some of you may be asking specifically, oh, shush, Marty, maybe asking, specifically my closest friends, such as Barbara and Lenore, you may be saying, did you not, Marty, and yourself, Marie, did you not separate? And we had, and then he got diabetes. Oh, Marty, shush. He got diabetes and his feet got numb, and I decided life was more important together. So if you would like to spend some time together with me, Granny Marie, this holiday season, then I'd recommend checking out the sex tape show.
Oh, what a time.
I had a third location. I was ready.
Oh my God, Granny Marie.
It was the Granny Marie, but having turned to it as the last resort. Like,
Oh, that was so. What was Jules's prompt? I wasn't here.
Big Bird who's gotten into axe throwing.
Damn, all of that was so funny.
Do I have time to put my shirt back on, or should I just wait?
Oh, I can take you out to put your shirt on.
No, I'll wait.
You sure?
Yeah, we don't got that much
Okay.
time.
We're going over, but we're gonna go over to play this last game.
No, I'm gonna put my shirt on. Take me out.
All right, we'll take her.
Yourself a
Bean.
Well, now that we've seen a handful of your all's fur babies. This is a good time to remind you they're all hardworking mothers with children.
We saw the cats and none of the dogs.
Yeah.
What the heck?
We have cats. Jules has a dog. I mean, Mary, you've got like what, 2-3 kids?
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Not even
They're on
talking.
special diets, which is true.
Which is true.
Expensive diets.
Oh, wait. Look at that.
Judith.
Judith, happy birthday.
Happy Gotchmaka.
Mouths to feed. Haley right now, at least as of tonight, is a single mother, mostly because HBO's Josh Kahn had to get on a plane for an audition. But she's alone with a child. A single mom.
I work too hard. Wait, no, 2 jobs. A single mom who works 2 jobs. She loves her
Loves
kids.
her kids.
Can't get off.
So,
Never stops.
Even know it.
but, all right. our final game, and then I do after our final game, I will ask the big question that I wanted to ask. That I've got you.
Listen, I would stay for a Queen Q&A. The people don't have to, but I want to know what these questions are.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
And when we go through them, when we start going through them, don't feel pressured to anyone have not everyone on the panel has to answer. I just sort of cast a wide net. So if there's one you're like, nah, I don't care, or I don't want to. Not that they don't care. That's my words, not theirs. So the last game we're going to play is a crowd favorite here on the IT Crowd. It is a game called Objection. Objection to finish off tonight. And there is a bit of a festive tone to some of these answers because we are getting into the holiday season. So the prompt is building a snowman. And I will have one of our guests start. I think we'll start with Mary. So let me get my timer ready here. We are going to put 2 minutes on the clock, and whoever is controlling the floor at the end of those 2 minutes will win the game. So, Mary, your prompt is building a snowman.
Building a snowman. All right. Well, when building a snowman, it's important to start off small. You can start with just
Objection.
Megan?
When building a snowman, it's important to start as big as physically possible. You want it to be difficult to put the second layer on top of the first layer. It's so big that you struggle. It's almost a workout within itself, lifting the second part of the snowman on top of the first part, so that your snowman is so big, everyone who drives by has to stop because they're intimidated by said snowman.
Alexis?
Objection. The snowman doesn't need to be so big that he is intimidating. He needs to be so big so that he has potential to become possessed and become the new overlord of the snow.
Ooh.
Objection.
Oh, Jules.
If I may. If we have learned anything from popular culture, we have learned that snowmen merely come to life to teach some sort of lesson that the person inhabiting the snowman had not learned during their human life.
Objection.
Oh,
Alexis.
If we've learned anything from popular culture, it's that the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell.
Oh, sustained. Alexis has more.
Arguably, we were supposed to learn this in school. I don't believe a single person did learn this in school. I believe we all learned it.
I learned this only in school. In fact, that was all my science class was about.
Sustained.
Objection.
Oh,
I remember those words, but I can't tell you what exactly they mean.
Sustained.
So a cell, yeah, I get what a cell is. Powerhouse, yeah, sure. Mitochondria, and why is it a powerhouse? Yeah, I couldn't tell you that. But I am an actor after all, so I don't really... Science isn't really, I don't care about it.
Why is it always got to be my mitochondria? During this Christmas season, why not our mitochondria?
Sustained.
This time of winter holidays, when we come together for family, does it really behoove us to have only one?
Objection. While she's frozen.
Objection. She's frozen.
Chondrias that belong to no one. What?
Unfortunately, you succumbed to a glitch, and you were there was an objection that you were frozen, and I have to say sustained to Jules because we couldn't hear you.
Great. Now, as many things that are frozen, things stop in time. So, as we have learned from the snowman argument, when you stop in time like that, you don't learn the lessons that you're supposed to. So, we have to melt snowmans as necessary.
Objection.
Haley, you objected first.
For those who've seen Frozen, I think when that one sister...
Objection.
Alexis.
I've never seen Frozen.
Objection. I have heard you sing Let It Go before.
Objection.
Yes.
You can sing the song Let It Go without knowing having seen the whole movie of Frozen.
Objection. That's against the law.
Objection. Show me where.
Objection. Check your email.
Objection. Give me a second while I check my email.
Objection. This is not about email.
Objection.
Yes.
It was in my email.
Sustained, but I think
Thank you. Upon checking my email, I did have a email from Haley Carlson, dated 2 years ago. For in fact, she did know that we were going to have this conversation.
Wow.
It was sent about a minute ago, saying that I was wrong about the law that I've forgotten already. So when you check your email, sometimes you know when you're right and when.
Objection.
Mary?
I just feel like this is all hearsay. Like, I would like to see this email.
Sustained.
Can we have proof of this email, please? Would you drop it in the chat or something? Because as far as I can tell, it's just your word against your word.
Objection?
Alexis?
Hostile witness?
Objection. Mary is very cordial and polite. If anything, she is miffed slightly, and this is nowhere near that.
Alexis.
Witness clearly bribing Reggie Claus to be on her side.
Objection. I'm very poor.
How do I screen share?
I don't
What?
I don't know if you can.
I don't think you can.
Well, yeah, click the share button.
Oh, I think you can. Click the other
I
share
got
button.
it. No, I fixed it. I got it.
Objection. This is new evidence. We need at least 24 hours to go
Objection.
over it in
Mary
court.
asked for this. Are you on her side or not?
But we need at 24 hours to go over it.
We need to review the evidence.
Submitted to the court an email from Haley to Alexis that just reads, "You're wrong."
Oh.
Objection. How do we know this isn't a forged email?
Ooh. Objection.
Haley is here.
Clearly, you all are very good at Photoshop in the IT crowd.
Oh.
So,
Objection. Anyone on IT crowd can object to this. I've never done any of our posters. Haley, you're the one who sent the email. You could speak up.
Sorry, I had a meeting.
Objection.
Jules.
What meeting? Is it us?
Sustained.
Because I don't know how you could say I had a meeting and then not be in this meeting that you're currently in.
Yeah,
You
is
didn't
this
have
not a
another
meeting?
meeting. I think
And
you're
that's
lying.
the game. Ends with Jules.
I would like to submit new evidence.
I want every single
No, this is important evidence.
from no mistrial. I want to thank every single one of you for upping the ante. Mary introducing the concept of hearsay into objection, and demanding, evidence, and then Alexis for upping it and witness tampering.
Thank you.
We've taken it to a new level. Sorry,
I do love crime dramas.
Mary was ready. She was cool, calm, and collected, and that threw me off my game. I gotta say.
Yeah, referring to Mary Huff as hostile was also very.
That was a bad.
It's my sultry voice in this microphone.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I did laugh in the microphone when you started. You said building a snowman, and I was like, I'm ready.
It's also soothing.
So it is now 8:13. I do not want to keep any of you. You agreed to be here and give up an hour and a half, and you've already given a little bit more of your time. But I do have, like I said, a few other questions lined up in the chat. That if people would like to stay, I would be more than happy to throw out there and have you all answer.
I have to feed my
I've got
dog.
nothing else to do. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do it. I mean, if maybe not all, we'll do a good smattering.
Yeah.
Sure.
Sweet.
Yeah.
So let's just see. We'll
I'm
start scrolling through.
Often feed my dog.
Are you gonna come
Respect.
back?
Maybe.
Feed your baby. Mine's like fucking. Oh, excuse me.
Yeah.
So let's see here. This would. Well, this one was biased. This came from someone on Jules's court, who I think is pandering. Who amongst your court was your favorite lord?
Oh,
yeoman.
that's hard.
Yeah,
Oh.
Jules, who is the Queen's champion.
It wasn't Isabella Blackwell, but
No, I think this
ask
one.
the question. Get ready for the answer.
I didn't ask it.
That's
you
true.
did just now.
No.
Oh, Queen's champion. Yeah, I know that.
No.
Freaking Nate.
No. I feel like the only way to approach this one is to say Dana Michike, who
I
has
was gonna say
I
at
would
the end
agree.
of anything with Dana, like oh my God.
Dana keeps us in line.
I didn't.
Dana keeps you alive. Dana keeps you healthy,
Honestly.
hydrated. She makes you feel loved. Mitch K all day.
But
She made sure I said no to people.
Oh,
She would
Mhm.
yell shit at me.
everyone else is lovely too. Don't get me wrong.
Oh
but-
god, no, they're all
Mhm,
beautiful.
yeah.
Alexis,
But
though,
like
you didn't have
Dana.
you didn't have a court though.
No, during my reign as queen, I had no court, no ladies, but I was captain of the Omen, and my favorite yeoman was Dave Keschel because he made me laugh all the time.
Oh my God, that
And
Dave.
he was never there. So I mean, it's tough. I loved all of you.
Mentally, physically, Dave was never there.
I did a show with Dave before he was a yeoman, and his goal was to be like the laziest yeoman ever.
He was king. His character was Alan Kingshot, and all he would do was accidentally hit on me. It was very funny. Like, it was never intentional. And then when I would point it out, he'd be like, "Oh my God, that's not what I meant." Like one day I was like, "Oh yeah, I have 8 weapons on me right now," and he was like, "Including your eyes," and I was like,
Oh.
and he was like, "Wait, I didn't."
In that vein, there was a couple of there was a question we had for what was the weirdest interaction you've ever had as queen?
Oh, I had a guy who. Oh, I don't know if he's the person who watches this. So he's whispered in my ears. I don't remember what he was.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
Well, okay. Well, I'll just do that one.
One time in 2020, the last year, at finale, I was giving my closing speech. It was almost done. And this guy who was there all day dressed as a pirate said, "Your Majesty, may I request a boon?" Literally, I was about to say, "Marry me, marry part, marry me again." He said, "Can I request a boon?" I said, "No, we are about to end." And then, according to Joe and Adam, he goes, "Oh."
I see for you that's the weirdest, but for me that's probably one of the highlights of from my side looking at your reign. One of the highlights of your reign.
I just was like, I don't. What would I? We're in a pandemic. I can't invite you up here. I don't know what to do.
No,
No.
Oh
And
god.
I just remember everybody coming off stage during that time, and I remember specifically Thomas Dumendal going, "Can I have a boon?" No. Very good. You handled that very well.
Well, thank you.
Can I interject real quick? Because I don't know how to use the comments.
Yeah.
Hi, my name is Megan. I'm 27 years old, 28 years old. I don't know how old I am, and I'm not gonna. Stana, I love you too. I saw your comment, and I love you too. She loves us, but I love her. And I don't know how to comment.
Dana's my favorite lady, but she was never my lady. So
Brian Smith pandering got called out there. So let's see. This is a good one. I like this one. What was your most memorable gift given to his queen? Because we have there's a lot of wonderful patrons at the fair who really invest in how wonderful each one of you was as monarch.
These ones.
And
And we're ready to go.
those.
This was parting glass.
That's so pretty.
Or Amanda, and this was.
I have one
Flockmere.
of those too.
Yeah. But this was this year's, and it's just so it's got a 3D element. It's just so good. It's beautiful. That's
That
my
is
favorite.
cute.
That's beautiful. I love those crochet dolls, Alexis, that you and I got. I don't know if other people got those ones. Those are really cool.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
yeah, I got I believe someone on the Blackfriar cast gave me a piece of black onyx, like a pure piece of black onyx, to symbolize Anne Boleyn, and I don't know why. It was just very touching, and I still have it. It just like summed her up really well. And I wish I remembered who it was, but they were like, "This just fits who you are." And she gave it to me, and I was like, "Wow, I love this." That was my favorite gift, weirdly.
Oh.
I love
I had one.
Christmas.
I had a gift given to me. It was like Veterans Day or Memorial Day. What's the Monday we work? Why can't I never remember? Memorial Day?
Memorial.
Labor Day.
Labor.
What?
Well, it was the Monday, and I was really tired, and my grandfather had just passed away, and his name was David Jones. And there's a patron who was a very old man, and he gave me a flower like every day he came to fair. And his name was Dave Jones, and he walked up to me and he gave me red, white, and blue flowers. And my grandfather, who had just passed away, has like an entire room in his house that was dedicated to American flags and like American flags everything. And I just like sobbed. And he gave me a flower all the time, but it was just like the weirdest like coincidence that Dave Jones gave me the red, white, and blue flowers. And then also one that's not a patron is my parents dressed up for my birthday. And that goes out to Zach Minder.
That was
So
great.
thanks, Zach.
That was so sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I actually remember, Megan, when I was queen, you were a siren, and on my birthday, you went and got a wax rose.
So you would smash it.
She gave it to me, and she's like, "This is for you to crush." And I was like, and she was like, "People used to give them to me all the time. They're the best things to crush. They're so satisfying." And I did, and I was like, "Wow, I want to do this all."
Oh, I want that.
If I ever received one and was like at finale, it would be me next to Zach. I was like, I want to smush it. I want to smush it. He's like, Megan, you gotta wait. Like, my smush.
It's very
really satisfying. 10 out of 10 would recommend.
Highly recommend.
Did you ever? So this was another one that got put out there. Have you ever accidentally acted queenly towards someone like off Shire? I think sometimes that maybe like you're in this monarch role for a while. Do you ever find yourself like at the grocery store and like you just stand like the door like hold out for produce and someone has to or
Yeah, I definitely yell flesh bag a lot.
well, before you were even queen though. That's just Caitlin.
I used to like get stuck in the royal we sometimes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, language is usually the one that I think would stick the most.
Or like speak with Spanish accent or something.
Because I've had the privilege of being on Shire when each one of you has been queen. So you've all been my queen in some capacity, and you're all such good human beings that you don't. I don't think the question was geared this way, but the one thing that doesn't happen is you all don't take like an attitude out of work. You're all actually very humble, brilliant people who like truthfully, I think like when people act queenly towards you out of work, you're like, please stop. I'm back to me now.
Thanks.
Yeah. There was one time at Starbucks. I mean, every once in a while when I'm working in the window, I'll be like, my dear, how are you? Which is like just me in the habit of
Meanwhile, over at Haley's Starbucks, flesh bag.
Again, pretty normal.
The occasional like thank thee instead of thank you, but that's
yes.
That was really
I had a moment where I wasn't queenly, but when I worked at Joann's, I had someone come in and they recognized me, and she immediately bowed, and I was like, "Oh no! I'm like at Joann's. No. I don't know. Right you." It was weird.
It's not about being a queen, but the biggest thing from working at fair and then going to the real world is you smile at more children.
Yes.
And like, you can't do that.
Yeah.
Luckily,
Weird out of there.
Haley was doing it before fair, but now she has this weird excuse.
One of my favorite things that Haley would do that I wonder Haley has carried on outside of the Shires. I used to walk around with Bloody Mary, and you would point at children and you would think they were dogs, or you point at dogs and you'd be like, what a beautiful baby, and like
didn't know the difference between babies and dogs.
Really leaned into it. And I hope for my sake you have taken that outside of the Shire.
It's pretty confusing when they're both smaller. And
Sure.
worried.
Judy's a baby.
Judy's a little baby.
Little baby.
So this next one runs a little bit in tandem because aside from also being queens, you have all been another person on the Shire, and I think
Haley.
I don't know. Have you all been able to be? I guess the question is, do you have more fun as queen, Shire citizen, a dentist of the Shire, or a patron?
Ooh.
Shire citizen. Patron,
Yeah.
you get recognized, and it's like it's basically like being the queen without the costume.
Mm-hmm.
But then when you're like a Shire citizen, it's like at least when I was being a pirate, it's like I could just my makeup helped, but you could just like run away or like tell people you're gonna kill them or something.
Yeah.
A bit of that freedom in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Bridget was the most fun, but that's just because she's Bridget.
Oh my! I almost wore my Bridget shirt, but I couldn't. It's probably in my.
I actually would say Queen, personally.
Yeah.
Queen, yeah.
Yeah. Well, you're like a natural at it, so that's what makes sense.
Okay.
What about you,
But
Mary?
Yeah.
Huh?
What about you?
For Mary.
I would say citizen. I like the opportunity to be incognito if I want to be. Like if I just need to get to the other end of the Shire, I don't have to like make a big hoopla. I can just run.
It's a tie for me with Queen and Shire Citizen, I think. But I also like my queen was not like you all's queen where I was like reigning all day and had to be.
That's
I
true.
would argue that I was the least queenly of the five of us because I still got to.
Yeah, you can. I guess truthfully, like not in the same vein because when Jules was Claude, that was a pretty big hoopla, and you were really recognized as a visiting queen. But Haley and Alexis, when you all were queens during that time, you were given a lot of like free reign to kind of run. So you
It
were
really was just like
but
Alexis
not.
and Haley, go be yourselves by yourselves. They didn't give us anyone else. Like we never had a court besides each other.
Yeah.
So.
No.
For me, it's tied, but it's kind of like the same thing for me. Like there's not a huge difference between who my Shire citizens and who my queen was.
And I'm thinking about blowing stuff up with my hands. I might change my mind back to queen again.
That's true. God. Ooh, your fireballs, I tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. I never got to do that.
If you could pick anyone else to portray who like, and this first person asked if you could pick anyone else to portray it fair, who would it be and why? I don't know if they have like, if you could just play someone else, like a character that's existed, or if you have a thing in mind that you'd be like,
I'll be Jonathan.
Not even Jonathan Handley.
Jonathan Handley.
I always wanted to.
Scots.
Ooh. I always wanted to be Grace O'Malley. Not that I've ever seen anyone portray her, but I got to wear that costume when I was incognito after I got kidnapped. And boy, would I pay money to wear that costume again. It was. That's why.
I actually think is that the coat that's like got like it's like a black base, but it's like green and red swirls and everything.
It was like it was like a petticoat, but it was tight and it had like swoops on the. I got pictures somewhere. It wasn't. I mean, it wasn't much, but it was like enough that even as like a patron, after I got kidnapped, people would stop me and just be like, "Where did you get that?" And I was like, "Oh, this really awesome woman named Lily made it for me. It's casual."
Switching gears, you are all avid pet owners now. If your pets could talk, which would have the best dirt on their owner?
Judith.
Oh.
No, I'm open. Like I say my stuff.
Yeah, my vote's for one of Mary's cats.
Yeah.
Maybe. I feel like Jones wouldn't care. He'd be too distracted and be like, I don't care about them. Not that but he'd just be like, I don't need to tell you anything.
Based on the face that Newt made at
I don't
the
even know
beginning-
them.
Based on the face that Newt made at the beginning, I think Newt would like go Gossip Girl on you and Brian and like anonymously like, send tips about you two and be like, I don't know who found that out, Mom and Dad. That's weird.
Maybe. Newt's so sleepy. I just feel like neither of them would care enough.
S'mores would spread lies. S'mores would like.
Yeah, I feel like s'mores.
She would, but, like she would just like want to like stir the pot. Like she would just make up some weird shit.
That's very true.
I feel like Bean's just a cranky teenager. Like he wouldn't even like tell you anything about us. He would just be like, "My mom and dad suck."
Clem is definitely hiring an anti-defamation lawyer though for Jules. Like if someone's to sass, like Clem's like, I filed the legal paperwork. We're seeing them in court.
Yeah, she
She would look at you too and just be like, "Are you kidding me right now? I'll sue you. It's fine." She's such a sarcastic little bitch.
I feel like if I were to ask Judith anything, it would just be like continuous screaming. Like it wouldn't even be an answer.
If you could travel in time, where would you go?
Jonathan Hanley's house.
What time?
That's not what time his house.
Yeah, now?
Christmas time? Like
Dave's birth. Just to be the first to say hello.
Well, do we know if David came first or Jonathan?
If David comes first, I ignore him, and then I'm Sam's like, I'm on a mission. I'll say hi to him later.
Oh, that's fair.
Respect.
I would travel back in time to 1 minute before Haley got there.
At Jonathan's birth?
Yeah.
Okay.
So only one twin would come out. Like, that's all she would see.
Oh, you would. So you're going there and then taking the one that came out first.
Yeah.
And then what?
So then you spend the rest of your life, Alexis, knowing that there are two of them, and Haley gets a very long way only thinking there's one.
No, that's not where I would
Wow.
freaking go. Why waste my time?
I'd probably go
I-
future.
I travel back in time to the moment where me and Alexis did the stick dance because I've never felt more powerful in my life.
Yes.
That was awesome.
We practiced behind those trailers like bosses.
Yeah, we did.
We made Zach and Josh look like fools.
Yeah, we did.
Apropos with the theme, what are your all's feelings about the new musical? Sis? I forget that.
The
Love it.
new one? There's a new one?
Well, I
Love
think
it,
that
love
this.
it.
I think it's new to this individual, and it opened up on Broadway right as the world shut down. So I don't think everybody got.
Can I
Yeah.
make a controversial comment about this?
Don't you
Sure.
Never seen it, never heard it.
That's okay.
That's okay. That's not that
I'm excited for
controversial.
You. You get to hear
You
it.
have the opportunity and the joy of listening to it for the first time.
It came out like right after I had been Queen Catherine for 3 years, and I was
Mhm.
like, you know what? I kind of want to break from it. Like I was in
Mhm.
King Henry for 3. I did the storyline for 3 years, and I was like, I'm good.
I think that
I
that's
don't need
actually,
to hear music about it.
that's probably the most like accurate Catherine of Aragon response of being like, listen, I've been married to the man for a long time. I don't want to see the biopic right now.
I'm like, I'm sure I'll get back to it, and I'll be like, this is lovely. I did so much research, but like,
You are literally responding as if someone had made a biopic about you. You're like, listen, I lived it. I think
that's
it's
my
great.
life.
No, nothing
I
against
mean
those girls, please.
I'm sure it's lovely, but no.
Everybody else, what's your favorite song from 6?
Oh.
I'm one of the queens who has a song, so I would blast "Sorry Not Sorry" literally all the time in prep for Anne. And I got a lot of people to ask me to say that. Like, I have a picture of me holding up a sign that says "Sorry Not Sorry," and so I feel like I have to say it's Anne Boleyn's song. But
Mhm. It is a great song.
Catherine of Aragon song is another freaking bop.
Hmm.
How about Get Down?
I love Get Down.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I loved the musical, and then I went to Chicago to see it because my family lives near Chicago.
Yeah.
And it was like, I thought it was going to be like kind of cutesy, cheesy, but I was like left feeling like so empowered. It was amazing. I
So
loved
good.
it so much. And
I
Get
saw
Down
that
was
twice.
like,
Yeah, twice in Chicago, because now the Chicago cast is the Broadway cast.
right.
I think they blow the recording people out of the water.
I agree. They're way better singers.
So good.
Yeah.
I agree.
So yeah.
Going back to the question, if I could portray anyone else, I want to be William Shakespeare. I want to be the
Ooh.
rumor that William Shakespeare was not a man.
That's fun.
Ooh, I like.
Alternate universe.
And then this last one that I wanna close on. It was a question that got asked. I think it was just really poignant, and I wanted you all to speak to it. There was a question was put out there that a big part about being queen, and being that presence is to elevate young women when they're on the Shire.
Mm.
And how and all of you are very natural at doing that. How do you go about and how do you approach this now, especially with I think the time that we're in, elevating young girls, but not going back on what I think people would traditionally do of being like, oh, you're beautiful, your hair's nice. Like, how do you navigate that, but not being like physically or like superficially or like typical stereotypes of like femininity as your compliments? How do you not relying on like, oh, your hair's so beautiful or things of that nature? How do you elevate in that manner?
I feel like going back to when I was queen, I don't know if this is exactly the right kind of answer, but like I used to love to do like, I would give like, so fun secret fact about the queens, if we put our hands behind our back, you get a little ring to give to kids. And if there was ever like a little girl who was nervous, and she like wanted to say hi, and her parents were saying she wanted to say hi, and she was too nervous to come up to me, I would do the whole hand behind my back to get the ring, and then I would love to like take it off my own finger, and I'd be like, hey, when I was your age, I was really nervous too, and I was really shy, and I found, my mom gave me this ring because she said it brought her courage, and it's given me so much courage throughout my life, and now I'm the queen, and I have all this courage inside of me, and I can give a little bit to you, and so here's this ring, keep it with you, it'll give you courage, and like one day maybe you can give it to someone else, and it's just like showing people that it's like you never know where you can find courage, and it's even if it's giving them something that's gonna like bring out the courage that they already have, something like that. I always enjoyed that because then immediately they would like open up, and it was like almost like a comfort to them to have this thing, but really it was just them.
I love that.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
I very clearly always enforce like fierceness and badassery and independence in little girls. And I feel like I was fortunate to do that as Anne and also as my character this year, Isabella. Just showing a woman in power, showing a woman doing everything, if not more, than what men have been seen doing at these types of places. And just really trying to instill that, like, you can be in charge and you can be the most powerful one here. Like, it's Anne wasn't dependent on anybody and Isabella wasn't dependent on anybody. Like, she had connections with people, but like she was the master. They were both the masters of their own lives. I mean, obviously Anne ran into some issues with that. But like, I wanted to show young girls that like young girls and really just like younger kids in general, like you can be this badass and grow up, and like even if you're wearing a crown or a skirt, like girls can still kick ass. So
from the villain side of things, I think there are still like really good lessons there. I think something that I really wanted girls to see is that you can be powerful and you don't have to be likable. That your point as a person isn't to go around and be nice to look at and be likable. That you can be powerful and people can hate you, and that's okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
I think I really focused on like agency, especially if like someone didn't want to like meet me or say hello. It's like, that's fine. You are in control of your entire life. You got it. And then also like if any child had a gap, I was like, oh, your smile's like mine. I love it. Aww. Like just like a recognition of like, because I remember when I was a kid, I really was insecure about my gap. And now like it's something that I really hold on to and really love about my smile that is different than anybody else's. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's beautiful.
I tell them to never change it because that was something I wanted to change and I never did.
I'm glad you didn't.
Me too.
Those are all really good answers. I don't really know what to say. I would just, I guess, try to just let them be who they were. I don't know, like, because I feel like if it means something to them to be called beautiful, then awesome. Like, I want to do that for them. Or if it means something for them to be called like, oh, you're so tough, you're so like amazing, like, that's great too. So I don't know.
I think that's a huge thing that I just, as someone who I got to stand back and watch you all and still does, is that you are all very super conscientious humans that are very open and receptive, and you approach them as you don't. I've never watched any of you pander to a child, which is very easy to do in like interactive children's theater. Like go in and like, who did you glare at, Alexis? Oh, S'more's doing something.
No, I'm glaring at Haley.
Oh, Haley. Like,
I was frozen. What happened?
I was glaring at you for pandering to children.
That's me, pandering to children.
I know.
You all definitely gave them the space to be their most authentic selves, and spoke to that, and it wasn't just, You're all just absolutely wonderful. And it's
I feel like the kids brought us as much joy as we brought them. A lot of days the kids, like an adult would really upset me, and then a kid would show up, and I was like, "This is what life is about, you pure child."
Ain't that the truth, though?
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you interact with that adult patron, you're like,
Yeah.
The kids
Why are you so negative? It's like you go to work every day and you hate your life. Oh.
The kids were just so excited to be there. Like there was a kids kill competition, and this kid he showed up. He was ready. He was like, "I got this." And like it was just so good. And it was just like it's a nice reminder when you meet children of like this. Okay, this is what I should attack my life with. Of like certainty of like I'm gonna do this thing and it's gonna be great. And that's all. That's it.
Well, I have kept you all so much later. I've kept our audience. They've all stayed. They have all been here. With you all.
Thanks, everyone.
And I think they keep going, but we're entering hour 2 very dangerously soon, and you all have lives and things to prepare. So
I missed all of Survivor. Because I love you all so much.
Mary, a mother of 2 who just got her booster, missed her favorite TV show to be here tonight.
Mary.
Wow.
Survivor who has missed Survivor.
Oh my God. Oh, yes.
Give something in the Venmo to tide her over. A Paramount Plus subscription so she can catch up in the spare
Oh,
time.
don't worry. I already got it.
You don't have to know that.
I don't.
Oh, sorry.
She doesn't have it. Never had it.
Mary doesn't have a computer.
I don't have anything.
This is all a rental. Thank you, Jules, Megan, Haley, Alexis, and Mary for not only being here tonight, but for being just 5 incredible, amazing women and friends of mine and co-stars.
We love you, Allie.
Absolutely incredible. I know our audience loved you all so very much. I've been talking just nonstop raving about you. So,
well, Alex, thanks for changing the meaning of a queen in the Ren Fair community.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. This doesn't happen without people like you who are there as a beautiful tent pole, and if you all aren't supportive of it, they're not going to be. So I wouldn't be a queen without the queens to show me the way, and that is 100% the truth. So with that, let's play that theme song one more time.
The IT crowd.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.